Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kirk. Welcome to my exhibition. What I hope is the first of its kind in Melbourne in response to increasing awareness of autism and also to the current initiatives to help those on the spectrum find employment in the information technology sector. I believe it's now time to spread the word to the design and creative industries. My work is not specifically about autism employment in the creative industries. It's more to raise awareness of autism and acceptance of neurodiversity, and it also addresses the screen use around screen use of and autism, and I'd also like to add in it also celebrates neurodiversity. I was going to have a video playing, but unfortunately due to technical issues we can't get it going tonight, but I'll have it I'll get it going later on down the track. But in regards to autism and employment, it's tough for everyone to find employment, but it's even harder for those on the spectrum. For myself, I've been lucky enough to find some freelance gigs, but I feel that more needs to be done to promote inclusiveness and neurodiversity and a neurodiverse workforce. So for those of you who have just walked in the door thinking, well, what's autism? It's a developmental disorder characterized by difficulty in social interaction and communication, and by restricted thinking and behavioural patterns. Hopefully my designs will also clear up the unhelpful stigma surrounding autism. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my mum Glennis and Alex Gibson for his fantastic input into creating these very insightful works and helping me print them. Thank you, Alex. And I also like to thank Autumn O'Connor for bringing along her team of photographers, but I'm assuming there's just one fantastic photographer, so thank you very much, Autumn. And I'd also like to thank Jade, the director of the Toot Gallery, for accepting my proposal and to showcase the work. There has been a time where I thought this was not going to happen, but fortunately I managed to hold it all together, and despite that, it's now just happened and managed to get a lot of people here, which is fantastic, and I hope more people will come to later on down the track to see this fantastic exhibition. And so I'd like to congratulate all of you for making the effort to come along. I feel very honoured, and have a good evening.
Questions for Kirk? I might want to ask him a few questions. How he got here, or any questions for him?
I'd like to ask a question.
Yes.
How long did it take you to produce this body of work? Like, can you quantify it in hours?
It took me several months. I do use a tool to keep track of my hours, but I haven't actually tallied up the hours. So So,
over several months.
yes.
Yeah, 7 months.
And where would you like to take this exhibition, Kurt? Would you like to take it to other places, not just here? Like to exhibit somewhere else?
Well,
Could be opportunities for you, yeah. I think it
yes.
can teach many people, schools and places like that can really learn from these things, and you can go and speak at schools and, you know, let people be aware of it, and also places of employment, which, you know, like that show on the
yes.
ABC, you know, I'm employable, and we can maybe look at some other avenues or do a little video for Netflix or something, because there's so much people don't understand out there, and by you showing us this, it's so important. And
Oh, I definitely agree.
yeah, so we want to,
Yes.
so you feel you want to sort of, you know, take it further, not just this little space here. You want to sort of spread the word to many people so that have a better understanding of autism, which I learned from the first time that I met you, when I met you at 15, remember? And how you've grown to where you are today, such a wonderful young man. I'm so proud of you.
And with what I said about autism and employment, what I was saying before, there have been initiatives to help those with autism and neuro and people who identify as being neurodiverse find employment within the information technology industries. But as I said, more needs to be done. I think there needs to be more awareness, like in the design, the creative industries, and also the marketing and advertising industries as well. And from what I have seen, there hasn't been very much initiative being done at the moment to help those, to help them get their foot in the door. So,
And do you think social media will be able to help to get this message across with what you're doing? Because
well,
I've read your blog recently, so do you think now in our time now with social media we can actually spread that word a lot easier, do you think, than what it was before?
yes, but we can. I can take it a step up, but it will take a lot more time and cost to do that.
And probably the people we have here, maybe you can look at some support networks here to help you further, who you've met here this evening. Maybe we can help you further.
Yeah.
I've got a question.
Yes.
What do you say to people who are looking at their phone all the time?
Get out of my way, I'm walking here.
Well, I understand that phone use nowadays can be a problem. It's actually proven deadly with a lot of car crashes and people just concentrating on their phones and not looking at the road. So, but generally, no. Well, in my research, I found there has been a recent study that there's been a link between screen use and autism, but it's mostly in children. And it's been revealed that children who spend a lot of time on a smartphone or in front of a screen can produce autism-like symptoms, like not maintaining eye contact or not being able to recognize expressions. So I created those just as an awareness just to limit your screen time and just pay attention to your surroundings.
On the whole screen time thing, I think it also depends what you're using your phone for. So, videoing guy is still paying attention to what's happening around him. He's just using his phone, and camera guy is also using his camera to video, but he's aware of what's happening. Sometimes one of my friends at the aged care place will ask me, what's the weather forecast tomorrow? If I don't know, I'll pull out my phone and quickly look it up and answer their question. So if someone is on their phone playing a game and not involved with their surroundings, that's different to me showing my grandma when she was alive some photos on Facebook of a friend's sunset pictures or something.
And one last thing I'd like to tell you all is ultimately to be honest, I'm not quite sure where this will take me, but and one thing I have to admit as well, this exhibition was not my idea. It was the idea came from a friend of my mum's who unfortunately we don't see anymore. And as I mentioned, with what I said before, there'd been a time where I thought that this was not going to happen. So, long story short, we decided to leave my mum's friend, and I just continued with it alone. And well, Alex also helped me with his input. He helped me get all these works printed, and Alex has been a fantastic friend. He's provided a lot of encouragement and support, and I've also been lucky enough to have a couple of job interviews since I graduated, and I've also got a few messages from a friend at uni asking if I had some expertise in web design to help her out, but unfortunately I haven't got that expertise yet, but I hope to get better at it. And I'd also like to say I'm working on a project with Autumn where I'm redesigning a website in Squarespace called Autism at Work. It's a set of conferences that take place in Australia and the United States to raise awareness of autism in the workforce and to promote neurodiversity. So I've probably gone on a bit too long there, but do you have any more questions for me?
My friend Margot from St Kilda Park Primary, who knows Kurt very well, made a very interesting point about the posters having an international message.
I think they definitely do have an international message. I don't think this message is not just confined to Australia.
Yes, I think it needs an international presence. That's what it needs.
Yeah.
Can you ship like half a dozen of these to Arizona? Like now, and maybe hang them up in my old middle school?
Yeah, I could do that.
Thank you.